What's cracking, Jack? You're in the jungle. It's Peach Bowl time. We've got Oregon and Indiana. I've got the best way to bet this game, and I'm going to give it to you right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the show. And if it's your first time with us, welcome to the jungle. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the like button. It goes a long way in helping our community grow. So Oregon's plus 3.5 here, and the over-under is 48.5. Both teams top 10 defensively and offensively. Oregon is number 9 scoring offense in the country and the number 6 scoring defense. Indiana, the number 3 scoring offense and the number 2 scoring defense. The Hoosiers also number 1 in the country at converting third downs. They convert 56.5% of third downs. They're also number 1 defensively in third down conversion percentage, allowing just 28% of third downs to be converted for first downs. When you talk about a team that plays situational football, that's Indiana. They rarely make mistakes. They always seem to have the right play call. Both teams coming off of big wins last round. Oregon's defense smothered Texas Tech's offense, and Indiana blew the doors off of Alabama. This is the second time that these two teams are playing, of course. The first game, Indiana won 30-20. Now, ordinarily, it's very hard to beat a good team twice in the same season. But I want to look closely and deeply at that first game because it's also hard to beat a very good team at home. And that's what Indiana did. They beat Oregon in Oregon. Indiana was dominant in every metric of that game. 326 yards to Oregon's 267. Better passing, better rushing. 4.8 yards per play to 4.2 yards per play. And if you think that's not a big difference, a half yard is a big difference. We talked about Indiana's ability to play situational football, to get first downs and to prevent them. In that first game, Indiana had 23 first downs. Oregon had just 14. In fact, the only category in which Oregon had a bigger number in the box score than Indiana in that game was interceptions thrown, 2, and sacks allowed, 6. Let's go back to that last one. Sacks allowed, 6. That's concerning for Oregon. Indiana sacked Dante Moore 6 times that first game, and that's not something that's an outlier performance or something fluky that probably won't get carried over to the next game. That's pure domination by the Indiana front 7 against an Oregon's offensive line that was not equipped and is not equipped to deal with them. The nucleus of Oregon's passing offense is that they like to get the ball out to their 2 tight ends. But the only way in which Oregon will be able to protect Dante Moore in this game is to leave at least 1 tight end in for protection. And if they do that, they'll have to create a whole different style of passing attack in that case. You look for things, look for bright spots from that first matchup in which the losing team can carry over and kind of lean on in the second game. You also look for outliers like penalties, weird fumbles, things like that made a difference in that game. But Indiana was the more penalized team, and nobody lost a fumble. Complete and utter dominance on Oregon's home field last game by Indiana. Now they're on a neutral field. And Curt Cignetti and this Indiana team have been bucking trends since he got there. Everyone said, well, not everyone, a lot of people said that Indiana would lose last round because in the 2 years we've had the 12-team playoff, no team coming off the bye has won. Well, Indiana didn't just beat Alabama. They made them look like a JV golf team on a football field. And this is another game that they will buck the trend and beat the same good team twice in a season. Indiana is the much better, much bigger, much more physical football team. They execute well, they're well coached, and they don't make mistakes. Indiana minus 3.5 is the play here, and take them all the way to the national championship. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. I'm curious your thoughts about this game. Leave them in the comment section, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.